Kukovich, and I'd like to share some thoughts with you about this election. It's no secret that I'm a Democrat, that I would have supported any Democrat in this presidential election against Donald Trump. I like Martin O'Malley, I like Bernie Sanders, and I like Hillary Clinton. And I was going to work and have been working for this campaign. But recent events have personalized this for me. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to contribute more. I'm going to work the polls on Election Day. And there's something that happened relating to the locker room talk, the Hollywood Access tape, that triggered something to me. You see, for over 40 years, I've worked on issues trying to prevent domestic violence and sexual assault. I'm proud of the fact that back in the late 70s, I was able to get money in the budget, line items, for the Coalition Against Rape and the Coalition Against Domestic Violence, which provided help and care for victims of abuse. But a few years back, I realized all these years later, all these programs are doing such great work for women, but the abuse, the assaults, haven't stopped. We have to do something harder, and that is prevention. Not just provide helpful services, but prevent this from happening. It's easy to say, I suppose, but it means changing a whole culture. In the last few years, I've been spending a lot of time talking to men's groups, working with college fraternities, speaking to young men, saying how they have to set an example, that they have to understand, no matter how good of a person they think they are, when they hear locker room talk, they've got to speak up against it. Because it's those kinds of myths about sexism that continue to generate this ongoing violence and treatment of women. We have an election coming up, and on one hand, we have a woman running for this office who has spent most of her life not only traveling the country, traveling all over this world, speaking out on behalf of young girls and women, and creating a sense of empowerment to them. On the other hand, we have somebody who has treated women in a way that continues to, those myths, a kind of misogyny, a kind of sexism, which is all part of that culture of violence and mistreatment of women. I'm working for Hillary Clinton because we have a responsibility to speak out, to call out that kind of sexism. That's the only way we're going to stop this kind of violence. I'm asking you to join me in this election and get Hillary Clinton elected president.